What is shaking, everyone? Shane here from Shane's Retro Games, and welcome to the very first SRG Fitness video. If you don't know me, I am Shane. I am a personal trainer. I've been working with clients for 8 years or so, and I've been certified with ACE since 2014. Typically, when I do these videos, you only see my hands because I'm either tinkering with old video game consoles or trying to fix games, or sometimes I'm live streaming and you don't see me at all. But for this very first video, I thought it'd be fun to do kind of a Q&A, a little bit of, get to know me nerdy stuff and some fitness stuff. So I harassed and tormented friends, families, and clients to send me some questions, and I would answer them. And ideally, I would like to have this be something that happens monthly, so, if you have questions, shoot them to me. So, first question, who the hell am I? I'm Shane, I'm a trainer, I'm a dorky guy who likes video games, comics, cartoons, pretty much anything that a typical 5-year-old boy would like. Alright, so got my list of questions here. So first one, I just got this question today from one of my clients, and I thought it would actually be pretty cool to talk about. And she said, assuming Batman is just an ordinary human, is his physique and strength possible? So I'm going to say yes and no. So let's say, Batman is just a really, really strong, average human. He just got a crap ton of money to do whatever he wants. Physique-wise, absolutely, it is attainable. However, probably not long-term. Most people do not keep that shredded, ripped physique year-round. But as far as his strength, and probably more importantly, his athleticism, in my opinion, if you look at people that are on American Ninja Warrior and stuff, they're very well rounded in parkour and rock climbing and stuff like that. And those are things that he would have to have, as well as the ability to, sprint, long distance running, that kind of stuff. Is it attainable? Sure. But a lot of those are specialties, and it's hard to be good at everything and be insanely strong. So while I think it's possible and plausible, maybe not. And I'll leave it there for now. Alright. So, next question. Who is my favorite superhero and why? Well, it should be obvious. So Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. If you had asked me this when I was much younger, I probably would have said Batman, because I absolutely loved the Adam West Batman show and the cartoons when I was a kid. But as I grew older, I kind of started feeling more of a kinship with, especially Peter Parker Spider-Man. Kind of the nerdy, quiet, underestimated guy, although Peter Parker is way freaking smarter than me. But yes, if I had to choose my favorite superhero, it's Peter Parker Spider-Man, and just because I kind of feel like I could relate to him. So there you go. Alright. Next question. What are some ways to make exercising at home fun? Now, one of the best things you can do is music. Music is awesome for making your workouts not suck. Personally, I have multiple playlists. I have my Angry Day playlist. I have my dance playlist. I have my dance playlists that are nothing but tracks from RuPaul's Drag Race. I have video game themed playlists. Make that your jam time. Whatever mood you are in, use that music and just jam out. Forget that you're exercising. Just jam out to the music, enjoy it, and that will make exercising at home so much better. The other thing is to make a space for exercising. If you are in your living room and you have your couch and the TV and cats or whatever else, you're gonna feel like, ugh, just gotta move all this crap. So if you can make a space, even if it's just going outside, like into your yard or something, it makes it feel like a new environment. So that's my answer for that. All right. So next question. What can I do quickly when you have no motivation but want to and need to start moving again? The biggest thing that I encourage all of my clients to do at the bare minimum is a daily 20-minute walk. You would be amazed at what you can accomplish with your body with just adding in a 20-minute walk daily. It has insane health benefits. It improves your sleep. It improves your heart health. 2 different studies have shown that it specifically targets visceral fat, which is the hard fat that is around your organs. It's the most damaging fat you can have. Just a 20-minute walk daily makes a huge difference. Add that in with actual exercise program and, semi-healthy eating, and you got a great recipe for body recomposition or weight loss or whatever your goal is. If you're looking for an actual workout that is super quick and efficient to do, I suggest going with the Tabata method or Tabata, whatever you want to call it. So basically you set a 4-minute timer. You pick 1 or 2 exercises. So let's say, for example, you want to do a squat and a push-up. For 20 seconds, you do that squat, 10 seconds rest. You do the push-ups for 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest, repeat until the 4 minutes is up. You can actually get a pretty killer workout just doing that. Even if you just did 1 4-minute Tabata of squats, 1 4-minute Tabata of push-ups, and a 4-minute Tabata of, sit-ups. I hate sit-ups, don't do sit-ups. But super, super easy to get in. So if you did 3 of those, that's 12 minutes right there. You're going to feel like you did probably a 30-minute workout, and it's just a great tool to use on those days where you feel like you don't really have time. I think this also goes into this next question, which is how do you stay motivated to work out when you've got so much going on, cleaning, working, etc., trying to stay motivated? So now I think to an extent, motivation is a little bit overrated. More often than not, when I go into a workout session, I am not motivated to do it, but I know that doing it, I will feel better. And I think that's a better mindset than to be motivated to do it. Because I will be honest, the days where I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to work out, those are some of my worst workouts. And usually the days where I'm like, oh, let's get this over and done with, I have amazing workouts. So maybe not so much how to be motivated for it, but making sure that you're making it a priority and making sure, like everything else in your day, like, if you have, especially if you're in a very regimented work schedule, so if like you have a meeting at this time and you have lunch at this time and plan a workout at that time. And one thing I will tell everyone is, even if you don't feel like it, give yourself 10-15 minutes and just start the workout. Start going through your warm-up, start going through, whatever it is you do to get yourself going into a workout. Usually by the time that 10-15 minutes elapses, you feel into it. And if you honestly don't, then you just call it a day and you still did something. So maybe not so much motivational. I'm not necessarily good at motivational speeches. But, just pushing yourself to do it and making sure you allow time for it. Because I would say that motivation in a way is like a muscle that needs to be worked. You need to push yourself and motivate yourself to do it in order to have the motivation. I don't know if that makes sense, but All right, next question. Do you have any easy, about 30-ish minute meal ideas that you think pack a huge punch in nutrition but actually taste pretty good? So, two very simple recipes. I like how I hold up 3 fingers for that. Two very simple recipes that I love to do. So what I will do is I will take a pound of ground turkey, a crap ton of garlic, 1 lemon, a whole bag of spinach, and feta cheese. Now what I do is I cook up that ground turkey, throw the garlic and lemon in it while it's cooking, whatever other seasonings you want to throw in there. I use this garlic lover stuff, just pour it on. Squeeze that whole lemon into that turkey. When the turkey is pretty much done, you dump that whole bag of spinach on it. You just let it wilt for 3-4 minutes. It cooks down from like this much to like nothing. And then you just top that off with the feta, stir it in, and it is good to go. It is so good. It's very nutritious. You got lots of veggies. Well, not lots of veggies. You got lots of spinach, but very good. Second meal that the wife and I really love to make is, we call it taco mess. Basically, there's no taco shells, but again, pound of ground turkey. You can use turkey, chicken, beef, whatever tickles your fancy. So you take the ground turkey, same thing, cook it up with whatever taco or seasoning you want to use. And then you can throw in a can of black beans or whatever beans you want. We cook that up, and then we just throw that with a little bit of cheese over vegetables or a salad, and super, super easy to make. I mean, both of these meals can be made in like 15 minutes. And I will have some other ideas. I plan on doing some recipe ideas and stuff as videos, so stay tuned for those. So, how often do you need to switch up your diet to keep losing weight? So here's the thing. If you keep switching up your diet, you're never going to know how much progress you could have made with that one diet. Most people stick to a diet for about 4 to 6 weeks. Same thing for any sort of workout plan. Ideally, you should be able to have a diet for however long. One thing I want people to stop thinking of is stop thinking of diet as something that they have to do to lose weight, and instead think of diet as what the actual definition is, which is what you need to do to sustain your life. Diet should have 3 criteria, in my opinion. It should be sustainable. You should be able to do it long term. It should be enjoyable. You should not feel deprived or hungry. And it should work with your goals, not against them. So if you are eating in an extreme calorie deficit, that is not sustainable. If you are doing an extreme calorie deficit and a crap ton of exercise and cardio, absolutely not sustainable. And in those cases, what you're going to do is you're going to hit plateaus really, really fast. Especially with a super low calorie diet, your body is going to slam into a wall. Instead, if your goals are to continuously lose weight, preferably lose fat versus just solid weight, you can cut off a limb to just lose weight. What you would do is figure out what your daily expenditure is, a rough estimate, and then eat about 200 to 250 calories less. Most people will suggest that you eat about 500 calories less. I'm going to tell you why we're only eating 250 less. Because you're also going to balance out exercise. So, if you're 250 calories under here, we're going to take that exercise and we're going to add about another 250 calories of exercise. So now we have 500 calories, give or take. This is not an exact science. Now, you hit your plateau here, we drop the calories again, hit your plateau here, you raise the exercise again. It's a balance. You should be able to do this long term. And what happens over time is this gap gets too big. Exercise calorie expenditure is way up here. So guess what happens to the calories coming in? You can raise them up. And that's what you want. You want to be able to raise your calories to meet your energy expenditures. It's balancing calories in, calories out. So How often should you switch up your diet? If you're doing it the right way, if you're doing something that you can sustainably stay on and feel good about, and it's working with your goals and not against them, you shouldn't have to switch off your diet at all. You should just have to make little tweaks here and there. And the other question along with the diets was, how long can somebody do intermittent fasting before hitting a plateau? And it's the same thing. You can do intermittent fasting. You can do it for years. There are plenty of people who have done it for very long term. I once did it for 2 years, and I would give myself days where I would completely refeed. I would give myself days where I would completely fast. I don't do that anymore, but you are able to do it. It's just figuring out what that calorie balance is. So, there is that. I am completely drenched in sweat because it is 95 degrees outside, not including the heat index. I hope you enjoyed some of those questions and answers and whatnot. If you liked the video, please do me a favor, like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. If you would like me to answer some questions, go ahead and leave some below. Or if you have any topics that you would like me to cover a video on, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.